Hello again. There are those who can truly be considered transgender who truly deserve sympathy and or empathy. They are characterized as being extremely distressed over their physical birth gender and wanting major surgery to transform their genitals, body, and face, and willing to pay for it themselves instead of using insurance money that came from taxpayers. Most identify as heterosexual as it relates to their physical birth gender, or asexual. Examples are Walt Heyer, Mike Penner, aka Christine Daniels, and England's Alan Finch, born in 1967. But even these people decided to detransition and return to a male identity. If you are in the category of those who can truly be considered transgender, ignore all the male to female YouTubers and other internet stars. They only consist of the best looking examples of transgender girls. Average looking transgender girls, older trans women, and those who still resemble men avoid making videos and publicly presenting themselves. And you cannot know what you will look like until after you have transformed. And all of these teens and 20s internet personalities might look ugly by the time they are 40. Regardless, they all must take hormones for the rest of their lives since their bodies will never produce the desired hormone level. And the only successful way of male to female voice transformation without surgery is forcing and molding one's voice for hundreds of hours to duplicate the desired voice. Even the voice surgery sometimes fails. Then hundreds of hours of electrolysis or laser hair removal to eliminate beards and other unwanted body hair. Others also desire a tracheal shave to get rid of their Adam's apple, and other surgeries to feminize their face, changing the bone structure and that, cutting with sawing it off. Then the bottom surgery can be a nightmare. I found a video of gender reassignment surgery in progress, too horrific to continue watching. Even after all that, many adults who complete their physical transformation remain unhappy. A significant number attempt or commit suicide, even after the procedure. But evidently, this is not due to haters. The majority of them have another condition, such as schizophrenia, dissociative disorder, or bipolar disorder, which are linked to very high suicide rates. By focusing on the gender dysphoria, the comorbid condition tends to be ignored and therefore left untreated. And all transgender persons are liberal leftists. On rare occasion, one will say they are right-leaning or conservative, but that's untrue. They're just less extreme liberals. So liberalism has also bent their thinking. Besides, nobody needs a sex change. Nobody on earth had one before 1952's George Christine Jorgensen, the military man who was in the newspaper. As for those who say they couldn't live without one, the extreme desire comes from its potential availability, as the availability of other luxury items causes coveting for them and others. If no physical transformation was possible, extreme desires for transitioning would more than likely vanish. And statistically, the suicide rate is around the same for those who transition and those who don't. Besides, one's biological gender can never change despite all appearances. Also see sexchangeregret.com. That's Walt Heyer's website. Besides the great amount of time and dedication required to transition and maintain a transition body breeds extreme self-centeredness and narcissism. And those operations in a lifetime of hormones cost a fortune, which money could be used to buy artificial limbs for those who lack arms or legs, or surgery to help the severely deformed. Other types of body modifications, such as plastic surgery to look like famous people, gigantic breast or butt implants, or blanketing your body with tattoos or body piercings, is just as unnatural and narcissistic. It also robs the deserving poor and those with serious medical issues who cannot afford surgery. So all types of extreme body alteration should be illegal. Let's end this materialism. Besides the many times more male to female transsexuals than female to males, the standard female to male procedure is much easier. Since the disproportionate transgender ratio is so unlikely, coupled with the greater difficulty of biological men transitioning, undoubtedly many male to females based their decision to undergo sex reassignment because women are loved and appreciated and men are not. Therefore, it's insane for American women to complain about unfairness. If being female was so bad, harder, or unfair, nobody would be desperate to become female. And biological male suicide rates quadruple female rates. So stop complaining about being wronged while ignoring the greater hardships of others. And true acceptance would be loving people as is without their transforming themselves. So let's stop this and all the other forms of modernist cultural Marxism and get back on God's original path.